Prima Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Automotive company Hyundai Automotive South Africa recently opened a local commercial vehicle assembly plant, increasing the company's contribution to the South African economy. Leandi Kolver has the story.
The 32,000 square meter semi-knockdown assembly plant, which had been established through a 110 million rand capital investment from Hyundai Automotive South Africa parent company, Associated Motor Holdings, has started assembling its first trucks in July this year. Hyundai Automotive South Africa CEO Alan Ross tells us more.
Well, this plant is, as you know, we opened it this morning. It's an assembly plant. Cost us 110 million rand, and we're going to assemble HD 65 and 70 trucks from Hyundai Motor Company Korea, where we have the distribution for them, and we used to import them, and we thought it's now time, a good opportunity to assemble them in our own country. Well, this plant we'll start off manufacturing like 50 to 100 a month, obviously depending on the supply. But it has a huge capacity because, as I mentioned opening it, that it has another opportunity is where we're going to assemble approximately, we'll start off slowly, but 350 to 400 H100, the famous bakkie that you see running around, which is for the plumber, the gardener, delivery van, and it's been here around for a long time. And that's also very exciting, so we're going to use this factory, this assembly plant here, to put those H100s together.
Department of Trade and Industry Deputy Director General Garth Strachen elaborates on the importance of this move by Hyundai and what the DTI would expect from the automotive company going forward.
I think the importance is Hyundai as a globally competitive automotive equipment manufacturer comes into South Africa for the first time for a very long time. It's semi-knockdown assembly. We are supporting that in the context of the fact that we would like to see the evolution of the assembly to complete knockdown and production with increasing levels of local production and local component supplier. In other words, supplier development. So it's a very important milestone.
Other news making headlines this week: African CEOs maintain their bullish view on Africa. The private sector lags behind public sector efforts to create black industrialists, and Sasol repositions itself for a gas-based future. The general outlook of CEOs active on the continent has swung from Afro-pessimism to a real Africa realism, and a desire to translate Africa's abundant market opportunities into viable businesses.
Overall, I think the results still indicate that CEOs in Africa are confident about growth. There may be degrees of confidence, but they are confident about growth on the African continent. I think we try to focus that having this dose of realism coming through, that what is the next big thing they're looking for, and what are they going to do to make their strategies work, and how they're transforming the business. And they're very focused on this next big thing, as they call it. They are clearly investing in talent.
Efforts by government to create a class of black industrialists are being hampered by a lack of support by the private sector, which has not been effectively engaged by the Department of Trade and Industry to ensure conceptual buy-in.
The reality is private sector is not moving at the same pace as what public sector is in implementing or helping to create these black industrialists. And I suppose the big question that we should be asking is, should private sector, your large corporations, be playing a big role in creating the industrialists? How do we bring them on board to see that they need to play a part in creating these industrialists? And if you had to ask me, I think so far we haven't done a good job at convincing them. There isn't a real business case other than saying it's a redress of the past and morally you should do it because it's the right thing to do. But we haven't presented a business case on why is it important for private sector to be developing black industrialists.
South African energy and chemicals group Sasol has strategically repositioned itself over the past 3 years to focus on gas-based opportunities in Southern Africa and North America, having moved away from coal to liquids opportunities in China, Indonesia, India and South Africa.
So we think our future lies in the monetization of gas. We believe it's something that we've grown our technology over time, and we're in a position to be able to do that going forward. And that's really why we're repositioning ourselves to exploit, I guess, the gas dispensation in the US, where we have access to gas, we believe competitive gas.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.